Alright, the Thrifty Prepper here. So I've done a series of videos that covered my bug out bag by component, and now I'm doing one that is the bag itself and where everything is situated. So it is a Fox Hydro Assault Pack, which just means it's a basic tactical backpack that also has a hydration bladder in the back of it. I don't typically carry the hydration bladder. I keep it with some other backup supplies because I don't really backpack with it and need that hydration straw on me all the time, but I keep it in reserve with the other more complete collection of stuff. Okay, so one thing that I like on my setup is right here on the shoulder strap, I have a flashlight. It's positioned so that if I'm wearing the pack, it can beam light in front of me, or I can just take it right off and use it. Also within easy reach, I added this one long pouch to the strap, and inside of it is an M-Tech fixed blade. It's really a Skinner knife, and I've come to be very fond of this knife. It works really well and it holds a great blade. It has a good Kydex sheath, and the sheath also has a belt clip on it, so this can easily just move straight to my hip if I want it to. Also on the exterior, a cell phone pouch, which holds a multi-tool, a screwdriver, and a hacksaw blade. All of those are inside. On the rear facing exterior, have a spool of duct tape, 2 or 3 of the ball closure bungees, a carabiner, and a Night Eyes S-hook. I just have an Anarchy morale patch and a Sharpie on the outside. And then the other exterior pouch is my first aid kit, which I covered in a separate video. And on this side, I did a video called The Little Bob. And this is where I could separate this pouch if I couldn't take the entire pack. And it has the bare essentials in it. One other thing that I have is on one of the compression straps. If you can see, there's just 4 or 5 Ranger bands on here, which are great to be able to grab and use if I need to tie something down. The only other modifications on the pack itself, I rolled up the waistband or the belt and just tied those off with Ranger bands because otherwise they flop and get in my way. And then on all of the zippers, I have some sort of a ring or something else that's easier to grab onto it to make the opening and closing of the bag easier. Now, going forward, I'm not going to open the first aid kit because I covered that in another video. In the first main compartment, here's where I keep my gloves, my Shimag, my Mora, and my telecom bag, eyeglasses and sunglasses, and my maps. So all of that is in my easy to grab bag. And then in the main compartment, my water bottle and cook cup, my tool bag, and a lot of my separate bags are also tagged with these keychains. This one says tools and fire. This one says food and water. This one says hygiene. And then also loose in the bag is a hat, a bag of clothing, my paracord multi-thing, I don't have a name for that, tarp, my garbage bags, my raincoat, and that's it. That's my bug out bag. But I like the idea of having things subdivided by its use and put into a separate bag. Like again, hygiene, food and water, tools, and so forth. It just makes it easier for me if I think of wanting to add something to my bag. I don't have to dig around in here and tumble everything. If I just want one specific item, I know exactly where to go in it. So that's my bug out bag. I hope it is informative or helps somebody to be a little more organized, or maybe you see an item you hadn't thought of in your own gear. So pretty please like, comment, and subscribe to The Thrifty Prepper.